Hey friend, John McLennan here, and in this video I'm going to share with you how to play a blues classic. We're going to dive into Every Day I Have the Blues as recorded by B.B. King. Now this song is a blues standard that was recorded by a ton of artists, and there's a ton of versions, but I love B.B.'s Live at the Regal recording, and I'm going to break down basically the chord progression, some comping, and even do some soloing at the end, so make sure you stay till the end. But before we dive into it, if you're new to the channel, I want to hook you up with a gift right away. I put together this awesome fretboard guide that basically details out the 5 must-know chords and scales to map out the entire fretboard. And when this comes to playing blues guitar, improvising, and soloing, this is going to be a really useful guide, and you can grab it completely for free. All you got to do is go to johnmclennan.com/fretboard guide, or I made it easy for you. Just click the first link down below. You can download it and print it out. It's just one page, and this is going to be one of the most useful pages that you'll ever see for basically just learning the entire fretboard. So grab it as my gift to you, and with that said, let's break it down. All right, so let's start off with the rhythm here, and we're going to be using something called a 12-bar blues chord progression. And this is something you really want to become familiar with, and I talk about it so much here on the channel. It's basically a specific set of chord changes that are used in basically millions, probably billions of songs. So let's break it down. Now this progression we're going to be looking at is in the key of B flat. So we're going to start on a B flat 7 chord, and the way I would play this is the 6th fret of the low E, then the 8th fret of the 5th string, 6 on the 4th string, 7 on the 3rd string, and then 6 and 6 on the last 2 strings there, the 2nd and 1st strings. So this is a very common chord. You'll see this in the blues all the time. It's basically like an E7 that we've barred up here, so we have no open strings. And then we're placing that on the 6th fret there, so we have the note, that root note there is our B flat 7 chord. So we're going to start on that chord, and then we're going to switch to what I call a E flat 9 chord, and this chord is played from the 5th string down, 6, 5, 6, 6, 6. Okay, so I'm using my middle finger, my index, and then my ring finger to just grab those last 3 strings. Then we're gonna go back to that B flat 7 for 2 bars. Okay, so that's gonna be the first 4 bars. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, E flat, 2, 3, 4, then back to B flat, 2, 3, 4, B flat. For the next 4 bars, we're gonna play 2 bars of E flat, and then back to 2 bars of B flat. Then we get to the last 4 bars, because remember we've got a 12-bar blues here. There's 12 bars of chords. For the last 4, we're gonna move up play those chords there. So what I did was I took that B flat 7, I moved it up 2 frets, so the root's now on the note C. And I'm gonna take off that middle finger. And this is gonna give us a C minor 7 chord. We're gonna play that same shape that we did for E flat 9 here. We're just gonna bring it up 2 frets. So that's gonna be 8, 7, 8, 8, 8. And then we'll go back to the B flat 7, and then we'll finish with one final F9 there. This is what we call our turnaround chord, which takes us back to the top, and we basically restart everything all over again. So let me review those last 4 bars again. C minor 7, F9, B flat 7, and then we'll do a quick F9. So those are the chords. Now what I want you to do is we're gonna add this rhythm, and it's actually called the Charleston rhythm. We're gonna play this groove. It's gonna go. So it's got a nice swing to it there. What I'm doing is I'm playing on 1 and then the and of 2. So if I counted it out, I would go 1 and 2 and then I'm keeping them pretty staccato there. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and I'm just clawing at the chords, you know, because I'm playing this with a thumb pick, but you could of course strum it 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, and that's gonna sound great too. Every day I have the blues. One, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. So that's what we call the form. That's our 12-bar blues. So we're really just using 1, 2, 3, 4 chords, and 2 of those are the same, and one's almost the same as the other, like the B flat 7 and C minor are just, you know, 1 finger different, and then these 2 chords are the same, just on different frets. So that's our 12-bar blues chord progression. Now, one thing that's unique about this is that C minor 7 going to F9. That's more of a jazz influence there on the blues than just your traditional, you know, that kind of sound, which we hear in a lot of, you know, old school, you know, rhythm and blues guitar parts. So next, I want to talk about playing some lead on top of this. Now, what I did at the beginning of this video is play what I call the melody of the song, and that's really B.B. King's part. You know, it's his vocal line on the guitar, like this. All right, so let me break this down. We're starting out by sliding into the 12th fret of the 3rd string, and then playing the 11th fret there on the 2nd string, and that's with the words every day. A 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Every day I have the blues. So that's B flat there, then F, 14th fret of the 2nd string with a little bend, back to 11, 12, 11. Every day I have the blues. Then we do it again. Every day. It's over the 4 chord. Every day I have the blues. Then when we finish, we go like this. This is over the last 4 bars. And this is really just going up the pentatonic, minor pentatonic, but I do a little blues bend there. So that's 11 on the 2nd string, and then 14, little bend, 11 on the 1st string, and then 11, 13 there. Then we finish with basically that same riff again. So the 11th fret, and then up to the note F there on the 1st string, 13th fret, and then 14, little bend. Notice how I'm always kind of bending that note. You could do something like this too. It's a little variation. Do a little pull off there. That's a nice move. And then it starts again. Every day. Every day I have the blues. Here comes the 4 chord. Every day. Every day I have the blues. Turn around. And here it is over the first part, the backing with just the rhythm, the B flat blues rhythm. Here's what those parts sound like put together. 1, 2, 3. So make sure to practice both of those parts. You want to be able to play some great blues rhythm with a swinging feel and have those chord shapes down. Then you also want to be able to play some improvisations, some leads on top that really sound like the tradition of the music. And that's really what I'm showing you. I'm showing you the melodies and I'm showing you the classic stuff that's going to get you sounding authentic, and that's what you need to study. You need to work on those melodies and you need to put it together with the chords. And to help you make this connection between the chords and the scales even more, be sure to grab my Ultimate Fretboard Guide. This goes hand in hand with what we're talking about in today's video, but it's going to show you not only how to solo and improvise just in this one position, but it's going to basically expand that out so you can go anywhere on the neck. I want to give it to you completely for free. Just go to johnmclennan.com/fretboard guide or click that first link down below. I made it easy for you as my gift to you. As always, thanks for watching, and if you like blues guitar and playing leads, be sure to check out this video next.